Welcome to Y&R For Life, where we talk about all things Y&R related, from the fashion to my predictions, what I think is going to happen. It's all for the love of the show. So if you're new here, hey, how you doing? And if you like this type of content, it would be so great if you could just hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss a single video that I post. Because we are spilling the tea and we are loving it. We have discussed so many different things and we will continue to discuss. So, just a disclaimer, if you don't want to know what's going on, you want to catch up on your own, this may not be what you want to watch. However, I am so grateful that you are here. Again, it's all for the love of the show and I am so pleased. So we're going to get right into it. I feel as though I probably should have worn like a real snazzy dress. One for the jazz lounge. But I wanted to be comfortable. I think on the show they wore a lot of dresses and, their whole getup. So, you know what? Let's leave it to them. Let's be comfortable. Get your tea and let's get into it. Okay. So, on the previous episode, we were talking about what was going on and, with from Slimy Nate and Victoria to Sally Spectra and Victor Newman. But we also talked about Summer and the fact that I feel she has done lost it. But we're going to do some spillage. We're going to spill over into what happened for the rest of the week. And before I forget, I now know the name of the Jazz Lounge. It's the Neil Winters Jazz Lounge. How on earth did I forget this? I don't know. I have no idea. But it's so swanky in there. Nice indigo blue, just like when he used to call it indigo. It was just spot on. The decor is phenomenal. And, pictures of Neil, as we know, Christophe St. John, it has been the anniversary of his passing, and, they wanted to remember him. And that is phenomenal. He was a great actor, spot on, and we do miss him. So, you know what, Christophe, wherever you are, we love you, we miss you, and you know what, you're at peace. But now we're on to your Jazz Lounge, which on a previous episode, Tucker was with Devon and he had made this whole declaration that he would have loved to have a yearly jazz, like a jazz festival in Neil's honor. Well, Devon was like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, I don't think so. We're good. Now, Devon, why didn't you let Tucker do that? I mean, Devon is nice enough dude, but, he's getting a little out of control. You remember when he was losing all his money? He seemed a little bit better there, more subdued, even though he was like, oh no, my money is going, But now he's back onto this little hoity-toity. He's given Tucker like a real rough time. Now again, Tucker has had his ways. We know this, but let's cut him a little slack. Anywho, so he basically, Devon, tells Tucker on a previous episode, yeah, I don't think it's your right to even say anything like that, like at the memorial, yeah, no, not gonna have it. However, I would invite you to come. Well, that was nice of you, Devon. So, Tucker, he shows up. Of course, who's his date? Ashley. Well, they're like thick as thieves. And again, Ashley, what are we going to say about Ashley? I mean, I like her little sparring with Smiling Jack, but Ashley, cut Tucker some slack. Would you just cut him some slack? Like, enough. Yeah, you know that you want to be with him, but you're not telling him this. I mean, this guy's like, again, on opposite ends of the estate. Like, just, it's just weird. But anyway, so pretty much the last episode was all in dedication to Neil and his passing. And you know what? It was a nice show. It really was. So we got to see Harmony, aka Yolanda, show up. And that's because Tucker reached out to her and asked her to show up. And she did. You know, I don't know. She was a little, the actress portraying her was a little lackluster, but I don't think she's going to be a regular in the show. She's just passing through. I much like the other one, but anyway, neither here nor there. She looked a little homely, you know. She kind of didn't look that much older than Devon, in my opinion, but whatever. Anyway, so she came and Devon was like beaming because his mom showed up, and bravo, Tucker, bravo. But Ashley had a little bit of a chip on her shoulder because if you recall, years ago, Tucker and Harmony had a little, meeting back up, if you will. So, and that was all with when he was with Ashley. So she had a wee bit of a chip on her shoulder. Oh, Harmony, you're here. Anyway, let's go back a bit, and we're going to talk about Daniel from the beginning of the episode. So Daniel shows up, fine suit. He looked good. And you know what? Once again, Lily, you looked on point. I like those little pearls that you had that was on the sleeve, the arm of your dress. And then at the bottom, the little almost like diamond shaped cutouts. That was nice. The blue color was not quite a periwinkle, not quite a baby blue, but just somewhere like a powder blue. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, she saw Daniel and just was like, "What are you doing here? Why are you here? You shouldn't be here." Daniel's like, you're like, "Why?" Basically, it's back at the scene of the crime where, allegedly Phyllis died or whatever. Of course, Daniel knows the truth at this point. And yeah, Lily was like, you need to go, buddy. And he was like, "I'm not having it. I'm staying. It is what it is." So he stayed, but man, Daniel's going through like, again, a moral dilemma here. Because he's like, "Where's my mom?" in his brain. And this is not right. Do-gooder Daniel. So, anyway, at the end, he ends up text messaging Summer, who once again is still in that champagne ombre blouse. looking a hot mess. Like, I swear it's like there was like consistent wind on her hair. It was just all over the place. So they ended up meeting at the park, but near the end of the episode. And she was like, what are we doing here? Like, why are we here? He's like, well, you come here often enough. Like, why wouldn't you be here? Like, isn't this the perfect spot? And this guy is like losing it on his sister. Like, this cannot happen. Like, enough is enough. Our mother is wrong. Like, Diane is innocent. What are you doing to your husband? How could you, Summer, how could you actually, go along with this? This is just not right. And yeah, Daniel, he's going to spill the beans. I'm sure he wanted to tell Lily because Lily was like, what is it? What's going on? And he would love to tell her, but he's like, I just can't. I just can't. So Lily is unaware. Daniel rushes off, meets Summer in the park, and pretty much that's what happens. And Summer is like, again, she done lost her mind. So now we got to find Mom because I'm not keeping this a secret. Well, Phyllis, hopefully you show your face sometime very soon because you don't want the thunder of Chance on you. Because, Chance, if you remember, when his character first came back into the show, this guy was crawling through rafters and jumping down to get the bad guy. Anyway, so you don't want Chance's thunder on you. Moving right along. So, let's talk about, you can tell by my facial expression, Sliminate. Sliminate is continuing to lie. Like, why? This dude was at the memorial, whatever they had. Because quite frankly, for who was there when they were clapping, like, it seemed like there was way more people in the room than there really was. Like, it sounded like a whole studio audience. Like, I'm like, cue the effects. But anyway, Sliminate, he showed up. And I'm like, do we really need him in this episode? But he's lying again. Oh, he just came straight from the airport. And by the end of it, he's like, I'm just going to get a room at the hotel here because Elena, I don't know, he says something like she working late or she need her rest and he doesn't want to disturb her. I mean, the truth shall set you free, Sliminate. And you need to confess your sins. Oh well. I just can't believe this guy is still lying. Or maybe I can, because he's just that slimy. Anyway, where we're going at this point is that fine chocolate Shamar Moore. He showed up. That's right, Malcolm came back into the episode. And he came right at the last minute, and said that there was no way that he was going to miss this. In my head, who contacted this guy? Because if Tucker contacted Harmony, did Devon or Lily contact Malcolm? I don't know. I have no idea. But it was really nice to see him on the show. Because it's bittersweet. In real life, he had like such a love for Christophe St. John that, you know, basically from what I understand, he took him under his wing and just was like, when they were casting for Malcolm, he was like, that's the guy. You know, young, fresh, wet behind the ears. That's the guy I want to play my brother. And that's what ended up happening. And Christophe was so seasoned. Like, he loved just being in scenes with Shamar. So there you have it. That's Neil and Malcolm. Like, their true to life story, but they were like real, like, brothers. Like, the camaraderie was fantastic. So it was kind of bittersweet because you know that there was an element of just being so real in the episode that, because we know that he's gone in real life. So it was so transparent. And I really appreciated that. So good job, Y&R. Good job, Shamar. You know, everybody, everybody who played the part. Um, it was very nice. And by the end of the episode, and I dare say I had a tear in my eye. I, honest, I want to say I had a tear in my eye. A light tear, but it was there. Devon was with Abby, and they were in the jazz lounge, if you will. And he came up with the thought that, and he's like, I don't know why I never did this years ago. And he said that he wants to legally change his last name from Hamilton to Winters. Well, that's when I had the tear in my eye, because I didn't expect that. I guess I kind of took it for granted that he would be Hamilton for the, like, however long his stint on the show is. Never thought of him as having the last name Winters. I mean, at this point, are they going to still call it Hamilton Winters? Or is it going to be Winter and Winters? I don't know. But that was such a nice gesture. And of course, since Harmony was there, he asked her if she was okay with that. And she was like, absolutely. And he asked Lily if she was okay with it. And Lily was like, oh, Devon, absolutely. I mean, you've been my brother for years. You're my brother. Which he's like, when he first came on, he was like a little pipsqueak. But he's grown into a nice man. Tattoos and all. So I'm grateful that he came up with this, that he's going to legally change his last name to reflect being Devon Winters. Does that have a nice ring to it? What are your thoughts? I like it. Devon Winters. I'm used to saying Hamilton. It may continue. However, I do like the fact that he's going to do this. So, there you have it, folks. That was pretty much what was going on by the end of the week. Oh, I forgot one thing. Kyle ended up seeing his mother, and she again has the ankle bracelet and what have you. And there was quite the embrace when he came into the Abbott estate and was like, "Mom, Mom," and they hugged. And yeah, it was nice. It was what it was. Not much to say about it. He got to see his mother again. Hopefully, Summer will stop the madness. If not, it's gonna get stopped for her. And Phyllis, ooh, child, I don't know. You may end up with the same outfit like Diane in jail. And I don't know. Like, have you really thought about the repercussions of what you have done? Like, when Michael finds out, Lauren finds out, and then Kyle with Summer, Kyle is going to be straight upset. Now, I would be too. He's going to be livid that his wife allowed such shenanigans to go on and he was none the wiser. Oh boy. It should be an interesting week coming up. That's all I can tell you. But there you have it, folks. That was Y&R for the rest of the week. So I'm so grateful that you came out to watch and hear what was going on. Again, it really warms my heart that you're taking the time for the love of the show, just to have some fun, have some you time, and just, spill the tea with me. So, again, it would be great if you can just hit the like and subscribe. And I look forward to many, many more videos just spilling the dish about all the soapy details, what's going on Y&R. Again, I love the show, been watching for years, and I am so looking forward to sharing with you. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Bye.